Hola amigos, good evening. What a beautiful night for football. This is from the field. We are in front of Lusail Stadium where it's going to be a great game between Argentina and Croatia. Let's start like we always do every night with the headlines. Messi is one game away from another World Cup final. Modric will fight to repeat what his team achieved in 2018 Russian World Cup. Today, Al Hilm will make his debut in the semifinals. The streets of Doha are taken over by Argentina and Morocco fans who dream of seeing their team become champions. You can see behind me the beautiful Lusail Stadium. 88,000 people fit in there, and half of those 85 are going to be from Argentina. Really amazing. It's going to be a big party. Croatian too, in a less number, that are going to be here to celebrate the first semifinals. But let's see what happened today, during the day here in Qatar 2022. This is it. Tonight, Argentina and Croatia are playing the first semi-final of Qatar 2022. Messi versus Modric. Both players have been crucial to their country runs at this World Cup and scoring the quarter-final penalty shootout wins. It's going to be the last dance for one of the two legends. Messi is 35 and Modric 37 years old. Argentina have had some of the biggest support inside stadium during this World Cup. For tonight's match, between 35 and 40,000 fans are expected at Lusail Stadium. And tomorrow begins the other semi-final between France and Morocco. French President Emmanuel Macron is going to be at the stadium, and Moroccan Airlines is planning to have 30 flights between Doha and Casablanca on Tuesday and Wednesday. We just got the information that Di Maria is not going to be one of the starters. Scaloni preferred a 4-4-2 team to play Croatia. Let's go now with the 5 stories of today you have to know. Charlie Montero, go ahead.
The Spanish referee, Miguel Mateo Lajos, will not officiate any more games at the Qatar 22 World Cup following the controversy in the Qatar final match between Argentina and Netherlands. USA shuts down 55 websites for illegally streaming the Qatar 22 World Cup. The names of the websites caught up in the breach were not disclosed, but the Department of Justice said the visitors of the sites would be redirected to another site for additional information. Qatari photojournalist Khalid Al-Mislam becomes second member of media to pass away during the Qatar 22 World Cup. This comes after the news of the passing of Grant Wahl during his coverage of the match between Argentina and Netherlands. HE Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdurrahman Al Thani stated that the state of Qatar has been subjected to unprecedented criticisms due to its organization of the 2022 World Cup, noting that the attack on the state has been started since submitting its bid to host the event in 2010. Messi's post-game comments, "Que miras bobo," or "What are you looking at, dummy?" in English, has become a commercial success. It all started with memes on social networks, and some even remixed the Argentines' words to make a song. But now, people have started selling t-shirts and coffee mugs with the now famous phrase of the Argentine legend. The mugs start at $9, t-shirts at $16, and the hats at $22.
Thank you, Charlie. People who are here and trying to buy a ticket, a resale ticket, the tickets go between $500 and $1,500. Let's talk a little bit about Croatia and Argentina. The last time those two teams meet, it was in 2018 in Russia. They were in the same group. Croatia beat Argentina 3-0. But I have a good information about the Argentine team. They never lost in a semifinal in any World Cup. Hopefully it's going to be the same today. But now, let's see, Croatia, Argentina, let's know a little bit more about those two teams.
The two teams will meet for the third time in a World Cup, but for the first time in the semi-finals, having previously only met in the group stage. The Albiceleste had some setbacks to reach the stage, such as a 2-1 loss to Saudi Arabia and a draw with the Netherlands that took them to penalties, although they won the game against Australia 2-1 in the round of 16. The Croatians did not have it easy either, as they had to face the Japanese in a match full of headaches that was defined in penalties, and then they had to face the powerful Brazilians, beating them 4-2 also in penalties. In Russia 2018, the Balkan team secured a 3-0 win against the Argentines in one of the most controversial defeats of the South Americans, with goals by Ante Rebic, Luka Modric and Ivan Rakitic, which forced them to beat Nigeria on the last day to avoid elimination. To this World Cup, the Argentine national team arrives with better results that include achievements in the Copa America and the Finalissima, presenting as a favorite to win this game against Croatia, that despite not being as solid as when it was a runner-up, is still a rival to worry about.
Argentine people cannot agree to see who is better, Diego Armando Maradona or Lionel Messi. They play in different times. It's so tough to compare Messi and Maradona. Somebody said Messi over there. But let's see the story. The story shows you where you can compare what Maradona did in football and what Messi is doing right now.
Both are players with ample performance in the history of this sporting event, although Maradona was able to lift the trophy in Mexico 1986, unlike Messi, who has not been able to do so in the last 4 World Cups. However, the current captain of the Albiceleste has managed to take the national team to the semi-finals in Qatar 2022 and is getting closer and closer to matching the Barrillet. In terms of the number of games played, counting his participation in this World Cup, Messi has played a total of 24 with 10 goals scored, while Maradona played 21 with 8 goals in his 4 World Cups. Consequently, Messi has an average of 0.42 goals scored as opposed to Maradona's 0.38. The presence of these stars in the team has been key to the results obtained over the years, and it is indisputable the confidence they transmitted to the rest of the players in terms of the design of defining plays, which in each edition was latent considering that almost all the plays included Messi and Maradona. Argentina is debating the title in the Arabian lands this year, and the responsibility falls on Messi again in what could be his last chance to win a World Cup for his country and overcome the last remaining step to be crowned as the best player in the world, next to the legendary Pibe de Oro.
But you know, Diego Armando Maradona has a special place in our heart. Not only Telesur family has a special place in all Argentine heart. His house in Buenos Aires, a lot of people go there to visit the house and to ask to the gods of football to help Argentina today. Let's see the story.
Maradona came back to life and was more present than ever in a house he bought in the 80s in the neighborhood of Villa Devoto for his parents, a place where many fans gather to enjoy the matches Argentina plays on its way to the final.
I was invited by some friends to Diego's house. It is magical. There is really a lot of energy. To be here in the park where he danced with Tota, in the swimming pool where he was with his family is crazy.
The property, purchased in 2022 by Ariel Garcia, was bought after it was known that it wanted to be torn down to build an apartment building, and since then it has been preserved in such a way that the imprint of the Rio de la Plata champion remains intact. The luxurious house opened its doors to family, friends and neighbors so that they could experience the match close to the 10 through a large screen while sharing the best moments of the star who passed away at the age of 60 in 2020, although he continues to be present to illuminate the path of the Argentine selection.
Now let's see how much you know about football. We have always a trivia on Twitter account, and the question today has to do with Messi, with Modric, and the question is, when was the first goal of Messi for Argentina and against which team? I gave you a big tip when I said Modric. The answer is going to be at the end of the show. You can write us at From the Field. You prefer my personal account, C. Montero Oficial, or Telesur in English. We'll be right back with much more. This is From the Field in front of the Lusail Stadium.